Hey everybody, Shelly here, and welcome to what is essentially an update video. Most of it's all just kind of in post here because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I have a lot of stuff I need to go over. It's been a while since I've had an update video, and there's a lot to talk about, which is why I am doing commentary in post. Just thought I'd play some Hammerwatch, but yeah, anyway, it's a good game, I recommend it. So, to start things off, I have been relatively... I can't necessarily say that I've been relatively busy because that's not really the most correct thing to say that I've been busy. It's more so that I've had a lot of things happen in my life lately. A lot of changes and events and just things happen. I'm not necessarily busy, but I am being affected by the things that are happening, so it's not common knowledge that I have various mood disorders and anxiety disorders. It's not common knowledge. I don't like to make it common knowledge. However, now it's becoming common knowledge because I'm coming out and I'm saying it, and because I feel like there's been regular content. However, there hasn't been content I know that you are all hoping for or expecting, and that's kind of a lot of what this update is about, is just kind of addressing that and putting forth why exactly that is. So, Christmas happened and New Year's happened, and this time of year has a tendency to cause rather prolonged bouts of depression for me. I tend to get really unmotivated and have sleeping problems and just so many things. So basically, I've got a lot of that going on, and then we get into February, and my birthday's at the beginning of February, and now we're in mid-February, and I'm recording this the day before Valentine's Day, which, you know, there's a lot of things going on. So there's a lot of holiday things and a lot of mixed feelings about holidays in general for me. So I had also just finished up a year and almost 2 years, a year and a half, year and 7 months, something like that, long therapy program. It was a group thing, all this stuff, and I recently finished that. However, I'm not completely 100% in a place where I can properly take steps for self-improvement on my own, and this has been a difficult transition for me, and it's been very depressing for me as well, because I've exhausted a lot of my resources at the public mental health facilities that we have in my city. I've pretty much exhausted all of my resources there. I have a psychiatrist I see, and I am on medications. However, another problem with that is that I have not been taking them properly or regularly for the past several months now, which probably isn't helping the depression during this time of year. So, it's probably not helping either. It's a lot of stuff. And then with friends and with the channel and with just trying to figure out what I want to be doing with myself and where I want to be directing myself and how I want to be, incorporating myself into the world. It's just, it's very hard. And with my birthday just passing and everything like that, you know, you go another year into your life, and that's like a milestone, and it's those milestones, those year milestones are very difficult for me, just in general, because of all of I look back very negatively on the things I wish I had done, or the things that I feel I want to do but I'm incapable of doing because of I have these mental barriers and these setbacks. I'm not going to dwell on that right now, really. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not looking for the love of God. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that. I don't want that. I am just explaining the cause of things not progressing and not happening on the channel as a result of. So I'm just giving you a reason for why nothing has been moving ahead, why certain LPs haven't started, why this, why that, etc., etc. That's pretty much it. I'm not fishing for attention or anything like that. It's actually exceedingly difficult just for me to come out and say all of that to you guys, so I can only hope it's well received. And if not, oh well. So that's how I've been, it's where I've been, it's kind of all that stuff. The channel itself, moving on, is, you know, currently I'm updating relatively regularly with the group projects that I've got going on. And it's all been pre-recorded stuff. A lot of the backlog that we had was well before I started feeling this way. And I also feel like in general, in order to like put content on, like, it's not necessarily easier for me to get motivated per se. However, it's a little bit more obligation, I think. And just, I can't be overly critical about a group effort like I would be with my own stuff, and because of the really low self-esteem and the self-worth and all that stuff being the way it is right now, it's so difficult to produce my own stuff and not beat it up and criticize it so heavily. So, in saying that, a lot of the motivation and the being overly perfectionistic and critical, it puts me in a place where I have trouble. In regards to stuff that I really want to get moving on, things like the Wolf Among Us LP, Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition is something that I did start recording before Christmas hit, and a few days ago recently was able to get up the courage to record like another hour of it, and even that to me was like very difficult because after I was going through and I was editing the footage and I was just berating everything about it. I'm working on it. So, but I'm working on it very slowly and very tentatively, and I'd like to produce a backlog before I, start posting Dragon Age stuff. In regards to Dead Space, I don't think I can finish Dead Space. I've tried new programs, I've tried recording. The field of vision completely mucks me up so bad. Even editing it and changing it and, getting outside source programs and stuff I got to fix the FOV. It's not helping. Something about that game just makes me really sick to my stomach, and it's pretty unbearable, so I don't think I'll be able to finish that project. Hopefully that's something that you all can understand. I will leave the existing videos up, however, I will probably most likely not finish that project unless I end up coming back to it one day and being able to do it. So, Well, if Among Us is coming, Dragon Age Inquisition is coming, it's just a matter of getting through how I'm feeling and lifting myself up and trying to get moving, one little step at a time, one foot in front of the other kind of thing. In saying that, one project that I really enjoyed doing and that I think I would really enjoy starting up again would be Tales of the Abyss. Tales of the Abyss is not everyone's cup of tea. It's a JRPG that I started doing. It's at 50 parts now or something like that, and honestly, the audio and video quality of that LP drive me crazy, and I'm not looking at this from my self-critic kind of horrible point of view, but like if that was anybody else's, I would be kind of like bothered about it. I'm proposing that I would honestly like to actually restart that LP from the beginning. It's a game that I love. It's one of my favorite games. It's a game I'm super passionate about and I know a lot about. I really want to, 100% run it on the hardest difficulty and just kind of show you guys all the secrets and the items and the tricks and all that stuff. And thanks to my awesome friend Lance. People on YouTube would know him as Lancer D 1984, and Lance gave me a really cool Christmas present. He got me a new capture device for my consoles, so I really appreciate that, and it's kind of gotten me thinking about Tales and continuing Tales, and the more I stop and think about it, the more I realize I really want to start the project over from the beginning and really put a lot of time and love and effort into it, because it's a game that I really, really love, and I want to look back on the LP and be really proud of what I've accomplished. And when I look back on the episodes that are there already, I don't feel good about them. So I'd really love to just kind of start it over from the beginning, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' feel about it and just see where you're at. Those of you who were watching it and those of you who were involved in the Tales of the Abyss LP, I want your feedback on it. I know not everybody watched it, not everybody's been watching it, so I just kind of want your guys' opinion on just starting that up from the beginning and really kind of working on it. That said, I've also, for a long time now, thrown around the idea of doing first impression videos, which is to say basically a half-hour video of me playing a game for the first time and kind of, introducing you to it and stuff like that. It'd be different than like recommendation videos where I show off games I know and love. It's more so just kind of, it gets me playing a lot of the games I've never played that I own, and I think it's a good kickoff for future projects too. Committing to a blind LP can sometimes be very difficult because of the game length. Maybe a few videos or a couple hours in, you get really tired of it and you don't enjoy it as much as everybody else, but you feel like you really have to commit to it. So I feel like first impressions videos is like a one-off, 30-minute video blind of a game. If I'm really enjoying the game and you guys are really enjoying the video, then the potential to continue it and do a full blind series of that game is always there. It's always open. So I want to kind of gauge your guys' reactions to that and see if you think that that's a good way to kind of open up to the possibility of there could be new blind series that I may not have wanted to commit to, that I play 30 minutes of this game and I like it so much I'm just like, yeah, let's do the full series. You guys like it, I like it, let's go for it. it is really difficult to commit to a blind series because you're never 100% sure if you're going to like the game. And it's really hard to stay motivated to record a game that you're not enjoying. So I get really fortunate with BioWare games because I generally love their form of storytelling. And so, you know, blind running those games is really, it's a safe bet for me. So, you know, this will be a way to kind of branch out. In saying that, like, I'm curious about what you guys like and, you know, what you guys want to see, because obviously this is, you know, it's kind of a joint effort. I can't always do like all the stuff that you want to do, and I really want to do things that I really enjoy that, you know, you guys might be able to get excited about. So in saying that, I think I'm curious as to like what kinds of videos do you guys want to see? Are you do you have specific video lengths that you like watching? Do you like the idea of like blind one-offs? Do you like the idea of me kind of, you know, sharing a little bit of games that I like with you guys? How do you feel about the Tales of the Abyss and redoing Tales of the Abyss from the beginning? That's really important. I want to ask you guys that. What kind of games do you like me playing? I guess is a really important thing. It's not necessarily like which games do you guys want to see me play, as opposed to like what kinds of games do you enjoy watching me play? You know, the story-driven stuff, you know, co-op stuff, bad games, puzzle games. Like, what do you think you would like watching me play? Because I know me personally, I love RPG games. I love the Western RPGs, I love the BioWare stuff, but I'm also a big fan of the JRPGs and the things like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. So, you know, I kind of just want to get some insight into what it is, I guess, that you guys want to see, because I think that it's important that we get this communication flowing back and forth between us, and so that I can, I guess, create, you know, more enjoyable content. I think that that's important. So, I guess, just to kind of recap a little bit, there, where I've been, I haven't been busy, but I have had life hit me really hard, and I've got the depression and the anxiety and a lot of changes, and a lot of holidays and milestones and things like that happening in my life that I am finding it difficult to cope with. That's where and how I've been. It also kind of falls into the state of the channel and how things have been with that, and where projects have been. Been working on Dragon Age Inquisition, hoping to start Wolf Among Us. That'll probably be after the really heavy negative feelings subside. There's been a lot of overly critical and kind of lack of motivation. The potential restart of Tales of the Abyss, it's a game that I really, really enjoy, and I want to do it justice, and I did not do it justice the first time around. And just first impressions, blind one-offs that might turn into series, the types of games you want me to do, things that you like, just stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to get your impression and gauge your response. So, anyway, thanks everybody for listening. I know this has been a little bit of a long update video, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some interesting and fun content soon. So, thanks guys.